Normandy, do you copy? We're under attack!
Incoming transmission from Novaria.
Normandy! Are you there? Okay, requesting immediate aid! Please!
Request denied. Setting new course for Caliston.
Many decisions lie ahead. None of them easy.
Do you copy? We're under attack!
Incoming transmission from Novaria.
Normandy! Are you there? Okay, requesting immediate aid! Please!
Request denied. Setting new course for Caliston.
Many decisions lie ahead. None of them easy.
Do you copy? We're under attack!
Incoming transmission from Novaria.
Normandy! Are you there?
Good evening, my friends. DRBMiller here. How's everybody doing? And I welcome you back to our broadcast of Mass Effect. We carry on where we basically left everything off earlier tonight. If you were with us earlier, you would have seen that we began with a new chapter on a different planet with a bit of exploration, and now we are going to be carrying on from that point on. We completed everything on Ferros, which was really lengthy and voluminous, and I was very glad to have completed every single task, every single quest in there, because there were a couple left over from my last gameplay a few years back. So that was very, very enjoyable. Hope you guys are enjoying this wonderful space opera, my favourite trilogy, my favourite video game of all time, and really kind of look forward to hearing from everyone here. I got to say that on Twitch we didn't have anybody coming from our Destiny community so far, and we had a number of Mass Effect streams, which is to my disappointment a bit. But maybe it's to do with the hours when I'm streaming, or indeed maybe lack of interest for the game, considering that it's been around for a long while. But as you know, my Season 2 broadcast, which started earlier this month, is a bit different to what we had before. It's no longer just dedicated to 1 or 2 games, but we are branching out to all other titles, because obviously there's so much on offer, and the streaming services on Xbox and PlayStation are providing us with literally everything in abundance, plenty of choice, and there's something for everyone. And I actually like playing lots of different games and trying out new stories and new sagas. Therefore, I brought into your attention quite a number since we resumed. We have Halo, the Master Chief Collection here and on Mixer. We've had revisits to the Division 2 and Ghost Recon Breakpoint, that is, even as recently as this weekend. I introduced other brilliant games that are up and about. The recent RPG coming from Bandai Namco, Bless Unleashed, absolutely wonderful and very much in line with all the other RPGs we played over the years, such as Elder Scrolls, Morrowind, Skyrim, Neverwinter, and all the other ones really. Really inviting everyone to try it as well. We're doing it very, very frequently. I've had sort of usual regular 3 to 5 streams, and so much to do, and lovable characters, and really lots of situations. Everything works perfectly there. A brilliant combination of RPG and fighting, really, to my liking. And then also we've had quite a selection of other games, such as Tekken 7, that is, recently, as it was offered free of charge on the last weekend. We've had Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which I thought was absolutely terrific. I never played it before. And we've had Destiny, of course, Destiny 1 and 2 as usual, although not as frequently. It wasn't really present on the channel as frequently as before, but we had quite a number of sessions. What else? Let me think. My mind goes blank, but there's been quite a number of different games. And if you were watching Call of Duty Warzone, of course, another big newbie that was introduced a couple of weeks ago. We played it quite a lot, and this is a wonderful, wonderful game, and absolutely recommend it to everyone. So we are going to be having a concept through which during the week, Monday to Friday, we are basically focusing on the backbone games, the main big games here, such as Mass Effect, the Master Chief Collection of Halo, and Destiny. But then for the weekend, we'll be looking at all the novelties, all the freebies, whatever has come our way during the week. And if there are some interesting new games, such as Bless Unleashed, then there will be also taking a larger chunk during the week, because we want people to be properly introduced. I think with Bandai Namco Masterpiece, this is really very much the case, as I felt the game did not really receive enough marketing and promotion around its release date, so it's still a bit obscure, but people who tried it just loved it. And I've heard from quite a few people through Microsoft forums on Bless, and they were really delighted, and particularly through Xbox app, because I share lots of my screenshots. I'm an avid photographer, if you want it, here in video gaming as well as out there in real life, and I just love a large selection of screen captures, particularly those representing various cutscenes, and always bring them to everyone's attention with a caption which will have something interesting described, usually tied in to the actual story. So have a mini strip, if you want it, like a cartoon styled story being told there through screen captures, and that's been very, very popular on the app. Had lots of people coming in and saying hello, particularly those related to Master Chief Collection and Bless Unleashed. I've got to say, very, very many. Mass Effect's not lagging behind either. There were lots of people popping in saying hello, but I think the kind of interactivity and the unity between that forum and Mixer and streaming has been slightly disjointed. So we'll try this on Twitch. We'll see whether we can combine one and the other, because I know that lots of people who are streaming off Xbox are doing it on Twitch rather than Mixer, and after doing it for a month, I can tell you why. Mixer does have lots of technical problems and doesn't really perform well. My judgment after doing it almost every day for 4 weeks is that it's an app that is still evolving and requires a lot of technical input. Also, the customer services, they're not knowledgeable on the app, they're not providing the assistance that's required. And if you are a pro broadcaster, what you do not want to see is a situation where you're broadcasting and therefore you can't have the playback of the same, and that's just completely unacceptable. As you lose content, and as a content creator, it's just, you know, it's a non-starter. So it's happened a couple of times, you know, during the last few weeks, and I raised that with the company, and they didn't seem to bother much really. This is, it's been purged of the server, we can't retrieve it for you, and it's just completely unacceptable. So I'm really unlikely to be continuing with Mixer in a bigger way. I'll just have my presence there because I support both the app and Microsoft, but I think they really need to do a lot of work, and I'll provide them with some very negative but constructive and lengthy feedback as well. So I'm extremely unhappy with the responses I did get from so-called customer services, which I believe are actually other Mixer users. I don't think that what I received was at all technical assistance. It's just literally people providing me some tips in view of how they experience the app themselves, and also the numbers. The community on Mixer is very, very small, and it doesn't have that degree of interactivity which I think Xbox team hoped for, and I can see why. I think, you know, it's a bit like opening a new cinema with screens that are not suited for widescreen presentations. But you're not going to have any audiences there. Maybe during the first couple of weeks, but you'll realize that you can't really have a full picture, then they're not going to come there. And that's the problem that Mixer has. It's technically deficient. It requires a lot more inputs. You know, the app freezes. You can't get the chat up and about. You can't get it fully displayed on your screen. Then there are some changes to the app as well. You can't get the proper desktop display on your tablet. Then when you are streaming, you have crashes, you have picture freezing, choppy images, delays, lags of all sorts. And most importantly, if you are streaming and have your community on board, what you don't want to have is accessibility to video on demand, as they call it. Also, they don't have the facility through which you can simply upload the videos to YouTube, which is what everyone does, and that is really not particularly useful, I have to say. You've got to be downloading everything really in slow speed to your laptop or to your computer, then uploading individually to YouTube, and compared to what we have here on Twitch, it is very, very well behind. And as I said, I'll be present there, but it won't be to the same degree as what I've done during the first 4 weeks. You know, I give it a good shot, and I test everything to the best of my abilities, but when I can see that there are problems that are not being attended to, and it's, yeah, I mean, honestly, they brought in two of the biggest streamers from Twitch, imported them to Mixer, hoping that they'll bring in massive audiences, but, you know, if the platform's not performing, maybe people will be viewing what they do, but in order to make people broadcast and build the communities, there needs to be a lot more input. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how they are going to be working on the app closer to the December date, when we're expecting Project X Cloud and the new console to be released, and eventually, if that's all massively enhanced and improved, then, you know, we'll have a better quality product and we can build our communities there. But you know, people can try. I think Mixer is very good for watching, and it does have some really good quirky tools for people to connect, but the actual interactivity is non-existent. Any game will have maybe 2 or 3 streamers having the majority of viewers, and everyone else will have like 1 nil watching, and no interactivity at all. I mean, I've done quite a few streams of Master Chief Collection. I thought Halo Master Chief Collection is one of the biggest games that Microsoft ever had, and there should be like a very big community of gamers coming in, interacting, as well as you know, perhaps wanting to come in to play on Xbox, but none of that's happened, I'm afraid. It's just been quite the opposite. But anyway, that's the resume, so you will see a lot more of my Twitch streams back here on this platform, a lot less on Mixer, and I will be hoping to receive some better feedback from the guys who work for the Mixer, but you know, I'm not particularly hopeful. I think the initial inquiries, they have been quite disregarded, and the approach, I'm not sure whether people working on it are actually part of Microsoft. That's the other question, you know. I need to find out whether they are or not, because this was an external third-party app that was kind of brought in, and it's been there for over 3 years. And I've heard many problems reported elsewhere, myself, to find out for myself. So on the upside, what the app has is kind of more or less instant connectivity with your stream. So when you start streaming, you have probably 1 second or maybe maximum 2 seconds before it connects, and you don't have the lag between the broadcaster and the viewer. It's almost non-existent, and that's a very, very positive thing, because there's no delay on the chat, particularly if you have a busy community. You run a channel that has lots of visitors and viewers, and that's much advanced compared to Twitch. Twitch also does have still for about 10-15 seconds, I think, if not longer sometimes, depending on internet speeds. But all other factors, such as the image quality, the ease of use of the app, and tech stuff like freezing and not having playback, and the explanation is something's gone wrong with your settings. Restart your Xbox, download this, download that, and brand new Xbox with everything absolutely perfectly working, no problems anywhere. And evidently, where the problem is with the actual platform itself. And I've given it obviously the best shot in having 2 broadcasts, and they were really good broadcasts. One was of Halo the Master Chief Collection with a big chunk, 2 hours dedicated to Xbox Ambassadors. That was just wiped out. They couldn't retrieve it, they didn't know where it was, they couldn't even trace it, and it just didn't record, or we couldn't find it. That was the answer. And then the other was on Tekken, which I really enjoyed. It was a game that I usually would not be playing because it's a fighting game, but really good. And I saw some trailers which were promoting the game prior to its kind of freebie over the weekend, and I liked what I've seen. I thought, well, there's a lot of story in there. It's not just about fighting. And indeed, the story was very, very good. It was magnificent and beautifully done, and very similar to Final Fantasy. I really enjoyed the game, and really enjoyed the gameplay as well. I very quickly went to different levels and chapters, and all of that was on the broadcast. About 5 hours, all gone. Can't be retrieved. They can't find it. And that itself is just the last nail in the coffin, I'm afraid. I can't be spending my valuable time on a platform that is basically not delivering. So that's my verdict, and don't quote me on this. If you find it to be much better, stick to it. But my estimate certainly is that the guys like Shrine the Ninja, they will fulfill their contracts, that the contractual obligations to be streaming there, but they probably will go elsewhere if they also find that these problems are persisting. And obviously, you can upload every one of your streams to YouTube if indeed they are fully recorded and recorded properly, which was not the case with all my streams, and then people can watch them there, but they can't interact. That's live streaming is all about connectivity, communication, and all that they invested in the emotes and this like bits. I'm not sure what they're called there. It doesn't seem to be producing great results. I haven't seen people use them much on my streams, and it seemed not advanced really. It was very simpler to use than Twitch, and I guess to a degree streamlined for easy access on various platforms. But technically, maybe it's alright for the viewer, but for the broadcaster, it's absolutely not delivering. But what it's going to be delivering right now is Mass Effect here by DRBMiller. We are going to crack on with some action. I'm itching for that. Very, very keen on doing that mission, looking for one of the characters who is a scientist. Who is actually okay. And hopefully it's saved, because we did have some problems that entire mission where we destroyed Thorian and didn't save really. I had to replay the very end section today with the dialogue and everything else, but it didn't really matter. I think I was happy. Right, we are on this planet, and we need to be actually increase the volume on the game, and we need to be first of all eliminating some of the enemies, and after that we need to be getting inside of the base and looking for that scientist. So that's what we'll do. be another one there. I was able to do this, but unable to complete because I had to get my dinner early on. In addition to that, I got eliminated there by some structures or turrets. We'll see them in there very shortly, so we need to get in here and try to eliminate them as quickly as possible. But this is not easy because, as you could see, managed to get that on. Now this. My Mako is not that badly damaged, so that's pretty good. I can't save still, okay. To carry on. There will be some other enemies over there. One in there requires attention. So what's this? Why is he not dying?
All compromised.
Get it. Ooh, that's not very good. My Mako died. But I can't understand as to why they were not taking any damage, which is what they should have done. Okay, just race to this now, and then we probably need to go further back because I was too close to that big Geth weapon, whatever it was. Still not gone. This distance he's living. Oh no 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 no. We do not want to go down there. I can show you. It's a nice pretty picture for me to take and share. All of that sorted. Mako's doing alright. Okay, so this one here needs to be gone. It's maybe down to aiming.
Hull compromised. We're taking damage.
Okay, so we need to wait maybe. Will it regenerate though? That's the other question.
We're hit. We're hit. Hull compromised. I'm on my way.
Wonder what I can hit him with my sniper though.
Heads up.
That was beautiful. That really was beautiful. Didn't hit this beast. It's in another thing now.
Hostile contact. Negative contacts, Commander. Ah! Area secured. Enemy contact.
Bang on hit. That is annoying. We'll start from scratch. Now we'll have to be doing it in that macro. Because with macro we'll have some advantage, but I need to avoid any other hits previously. Beforehand, I mean. That's causing us trouble in now. Well, we'll whack something out, ready? Don't you think? glitched.
We're hit!
Yeah, my Mako's now burning, look at it.
That's the last of them.
Oh, I got some points, you know, I need to really improve his pistol. And also her pistol. And her pistol as well. Okay. Equipment. What about the vehicle? No, we can't do anything on a vehicle, that looks of it. Lancer, what have we got there? Combat sensor, sensor heat sink. Medical interface. Full. Grenades. Explosives. Okay, so that's all done. She got recoil damper. High caliber barrel. Put shotgun, heatsink 2. Assault rifle, heatsink 2. Tool. Okay, let's see what she has. Combat sensor 2. Pistol, combat sensor, heatsink 2. Heatsink 2. Lancer. High caliber barrel. It's better. Quoting 4. And that's about it. Okay. So we'll save all of this. it bad. I'll leave Marco in here and get out, and then we'll try looking through here. This is not the weapon I equipped. I must be in cover because he is going to get me. And I forgot about it, and therefore I paid with my life. Never mind, we'll do it again. That was a bit funny. So we need to position ourselves really correctly in here. So this is potentially a good position. Okay, back. Forward a bit. No, it's too far. Mind you, I hit him precisely, but I didn't even see him. But what's possible is that we could probably kill that beast in there. Oh, he's there as well. Okay, that was good. There's that dreadful gas is left in there. Just had to hit me. Wasn't fast enough to get away. That was good. He's hiding behind that construction, that's the other thing. To go back quicker. Better. got him. Well, maybe not. Hold on, let's see. Can't save. Okay. I can save. That's wonderful. That's terrific. I did manage to get it. Didn't expect it though. God, it's all clear. It's not bad. It's the new planet. Lots of archaeological finds are here present at the, on the planet, so and maybe within this facility, I don't know, it's like a major big tunnel. Odd. We'll actually move our macro back and
Redeploying.
get out. Put my chums in there, maybe. See, this is what's happening with silly weapons. Like, you've changed the weapon already to sniper, and it's not allowing it for some reason.
I've lost shields!
Think we're good, Commander?
Oh, there he is.
I've lost shields!
Got him. Back to Markov, I think. Come on, run. Why is he not running? Some of the controls are not operational in the game. You find that the character's not doing what he should. That's been the problem with this game from the dates, it got released. They've not fixed anything. I don't think the same problems are persisting on PC, but definitely on Xbox. I remember doing it on 360, it was exactly the same. Well, we want to protect our rover. See, the whole planet is just being used for industrial exploration. It's a major industrial complex in there. And I better watch out because my Marco's like 3/4 dead. Map. Still plenty to find, you know, but it looks like it. For a moment I thought perhaps we were approaching the same facility, but that definitely isn't the case because we're just going north all the time. He was gone quickly. That was really both wanted and needed here. Some of those geth are really hard to kill. Remember when we were going to that other Exogeny base, it did take us a bit of time to use the sniper, but the reason for that was again my approach. I was doing it with a 3-man team rather than a vehicle, and that indeed was a lot more difficult because the enemies were designed there to be receiving ammunition from Mako, the Roivane of the vehicle. Okay. Better go back. Oh no, quick, go back! Because they will be using rockets. Okay. Turn around, come on, turn around. Right, out, and then we'll put our friends. We placed him in some very good positions here. And I need to use my sniper nicely to eliminate the targets. Ah, it was a master shot. It really was.
Think we got him, Commander.
Yes, we did, and that sniper was mightily useful. I'm really enjoying my Mass Effect revisit. I hope you guys are also loving it. It's really, you know, despite all the technical issues there, this is a wonderful game. And what is this now? We need to go in. Get in a vehicle. There are so many things to do and plenty of characters, lots of dialogue. And then what's interesting is you will get sections of the game that are full of dialogue and story. You explore everything, and then you'll get a lot of activity. And there are missions and side missions, loads of side missions. Never ever miss out on any of those. You know what? Time for a nice cup of tea. So bear with me, I'll be back in 5. In fact, I was back in 1. Just waiting for my water to boil. Oops, so there is something there. And we need to find out what this is. Map. No, that's tunnel entrance. This is Mako. Tunnel entrance. Don't think we can go up there, though. Or can we? Let's see. That looks just great, look at that. No. No, we can't walk up here for some reason. Be interesting to see what's inside of the building, but it is not to be. Well, maybe we'll go in there later on, we'll see. I'm drinking fruit teas with lots of grapefruit juice, nice and hot. Grapefruit juice, very good for the immune system. Lots of vitamin C and all other vitamins. Highly recommend it. It looks like we've come to the end of the road for Mako. Okay, so Mako could stay here, and we can also make sure we save. I keep reminding myself all the time, you need to save, you know? Because if I don't save, the game is gonna have advantage and have to be replaying this, you know, the whole section again and again. That is what I don't want to do. Alright, so let me see. Okay, so I got a really very good sniper in here.
I've lost shields.
Oops. I got him by chance, really, more than anything else. There's a ghost trooper in there. So what we need to do, I don't know whether I can throw my grenade that far. Hiding. Can't easily see him.
I've lost shields.
That was good. That was good. It's funny, really. I remember when the game came out, music for the game was considered to be incredible. Then we had Destiny with its orchestral scores, and just new standards were being set for the industry.
Take them out.
Well, you know, the fact is that these big games are really always raising the bar for everyone, and that's just the way it is. Oh, there. That was a very good shot. Oh, missed him. This was a miracle as well. I should be able to throw my grenade, right? Explode. It did now. It did take a long time though. Looks like it's all clear now. Okay. So the archaeologists may well be there.
I've lost shields.
This is
Any
close.
other contacts, Commander?
So where is the enemy? Oh, there. Okay.
Perimeter clear.
Okay, here was a result. That's good. So time to do a nice save, which is what we did. Right. Very good. I must say that that mission Pharos was really very lengthy and very difficult. Loads of challenges. And I guess some new things we learned. Like for instance the Storian grenades. I thought they were quite good. So I learned how to use my grenades. And I used them really well. Although I did have some problems with not having many enough, but you know, it's alright. Similar to Destiny, you have to keep an eye on your radar because the controls are somewhat less advanced and you will be more vulnerable. I remember doing those mods and I was really astonished with how good these were, but you know, it's 3 years back and we have seen major advances in technology since. Doesn't seem like that long ago to me, it's like yesterday, but it actually is not. There were other challenges in those days compared to what we have today, even in wider community, as you could see. Okay, so that is the base, right? We are moving in, that's good. God, look at him. Look at him. He is deadly. Well, well. To hide. No way I could slide in that position in there. Don't tell me that I'm being brought back. Save it here. Maybe even here. As close as possible to the area where the enemy will be. Here maybe. Probably that's the closest, I think, but it may not be. There. Now we need to quickly find cover. I wasn't even able to move, and we were all gone, and that's because of the position that we were given. Alright. Another position then. Possibly. That was awesome. That was really good. Where's the other one? done in there though. Actually can't. Finally, he is
All clear.
gone. All clear. Let us see, is he gone? He's gone, he's gone, he's gone. That's good. It's really good to find that position in that, because otherwise it would have been more difficult. Just remember, always look for the best cover you can get. Okay, so it looks like we need to go inside. There's some really good views in here. Okay, we'll probably... That's not really that good. It's going to be a better view for me. And this one too. Taking some nice screenshots. This is the way in, so probably the archaeologist is inside. So that's really good. My chums are here. I'm here. We're all here. And we can carry on with our adventure. Take a bit of zigzagging, look at this. Enemy ahead. I did see a couple of red dots on my radar before we got jammed. There he is, see?
I've lost shields!
He didn't die. That's ridiculous. I hit him really 100% shot, I suppose. Where is he? Oh, there.
I've lost shields!
Arrivederci, as the Italians would say.
Clear.
All clear. There weren't that many. What's this? Okay, that's... You see, if you see these containment zones, they can be also blown up. So if you are being attacked by lots of enemies, look for these, but they're not really that visible. It's the only downside of it. There is another one. But I remember playing the game for the first time and being completely captivated by this, you know, incredible, immersive world. And we know that today we have games like Destiny, particularly Destiny 2, which is really vast. But there's still some charm attached to the story in here, and the fact you're doing in these kinds of teams. And if you were to compare Destiny, we don't have a trilogy, we have the original sequel and, you know, all the seasons. The Mass Effect trilogy, you will see that the story is told very differently. This is quite linear, and although you get side missions, they'll kind of tie in together. And in Destiny, the idea is you can pop in from, well, you can approach the game from any angle, you can come in at any time. And that's both its strength and, to a degree, its weakness, you know? I think lots of veterans complain that Destiny has no 750 or 950 caps. You come in as a newbie, you start not with nil, but 750. I'm personally not keen on that, I have to admit, because all the hard work you put into building a character and learning about everything is positioned somewhat differently there. Obviously you have to do all the tasks. Your character will not be completing all the actions just with that number of points, but you will start with a particular position of strength, where in fact previously you have to work your way up. And I think in due course they probably will have to do something like experience mode on Ghost Recon, which is for you to build the game the way you want it to be. And I'm sure that you know, that's one of the options I'll consider, and it will be almost certainly very, very popular, and I look forward to that. We need to go back to Destiny, maybe we'll do Destiny tomorrow, and explore some of the novelties, because there was a patch the other day, and also they had a major update on the Master Chief Collection. I need to see what the... I've seen some... I mean, I had some news on what it contained, but I need to try it and see it, because we completed Halo 1 Combat Evolved. We are now to start with Halo 2, and I think that will be definitely a good idea to crack on with the second chapter in Halo Saga, and then combine it with the second chapter of Bungie's Destiny Saga. So really a very, very good combination. Okay, everyone's in, hopefully. Chaps are here. We'll take a nice screenshot. The ladies are providing me with an astonishing backup. And my team considerably different compared to the one we had on Feros. But just remember, your team always has to be tied to the kind of activity that you will be doing. So some activities will require weapon specialists, others those who can kind of decrypt things, and the third lot will be more stealthy, and you know. And you'll have, I think it's 8 characters you can choose from, so it's plenty. See. That sniper is just a bit slow though. But the good thing is I managed to hit this thing well.
Prothean's built to last. Looks like a lava flow poured in here.
Absolutely, you're right.
Ready whenever you are.
I'm ready. Oh, we need to go to another elevator. This is quite funny. The tricky thing is that the game's coming across as very dark, and that's due to its 360 origins. They've not remastered, and I hope that I will see the light of day of that beautiful remaster there sooner rather than later. Oh, look at this. This is really cool.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
You see? She is the person we were looking for.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
We just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
So there's some naughty and nasty Krogans in there together with Geth. We better watch out. This is a good shot as well, isn't it? Just try to get all 3 of them in there. Like this. Yep. So we need to talk to her again, because I didn't ask her all the questions, right?
Hostile contact.
Hostile contact, okay. Managed to see him. He was like very dark in there. 2 more left. Okay.
Shields disabled.
That's good. 1 left. Thought this possibly would explode, but it didn't. There is another one hiding somewhere behind these constructions. Always remember to use the sniper. Snipers are really the best tool you can have in here. Oops. Nothing there. Where is he? He is gone. Okay, so there's something else in there. Ah, I know what it is. It's that laser thing. Spotted it through my sniper. There. And the code. I don't have the code. Oh, I was lucky. Okay. So we better have a look in here. Well, maybe... Wait a minute. Maybe we need to talk to her again. I don't know. Because I was to ask her some questions and I didn't manage to because she was asking me to free her. And then that was it. The beauty of Mass Effect is in dialogue, remember, you can ask all the questions and talk to everyone. No, we can't speak to her again, that's annoying. We need to go back and then crack on with that other entrance, by the looks of it. Which is what we are going to do. My chums will tell me when they see the enemy, which is good. I think there is something up there. She said there was a nasty Krogan in there as well. The problem is that the game's so dark because it's on 360. I can't see a thing in here, so I don't know where we're supposed to be going. So we come to this. Up there we can't go. Can't go in there either. Storage locker. So really, we are missing out on something here. Plasma containment cell. Okay, that's a whole lot of explosives, in other words. Okay, activated this. The question is, did we go through here or not? Very
How
good.
did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
Well, well. Surprise, surprise.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
Hold on, Commander. Her mother's working with Saren. Can we trust her?
I am not my mother. I don't know why Benezia joined Saren. I don't want anything to do with that Turian bastard.
If she was with Saren, the Geth wouldn't be trying to kill her.
Which is true. It's funny.
Any
6
idea
years
how we
later.
get out of this place? There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on.
Come on. Saving. We found her. That's
I still
remarkable.
cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. Think fast, Miss Prothean expert.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
Look at them, all 4 of them. That's pretty good. So we need to carry on and get out of here. Look at them. He is not our friend.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter. Watch out! Look out!
Bring it on.
Well, that was really very fast.
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me?
Saren's looking for the conduit. Think fast, Miss Prothean expert.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
He needs to move faster, but there's absolutely no way that we can be extracted before those 8 minutes pass. I know I'll do it. Use my grenades.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Okay, so we need to really quickly... No.
Bring it on.
Lost shields!
Need a better weapon for him, though. He's a bit too strong.
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. Think fast, Miss Prothean expert.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
He needs to move faster, but we'll have to fight it out in there. We need to go probably... Well, we need to find first of all a place for a good cover.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Lost shields! Lost shields!
Commander's hit!
He didn't suffer any damage.
I still cannot believe all this.
Saren's...
Aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
Okay, what I need to do is I need to see. Okay, so that's totally not bad equipment for me. Assault rifle, combat sensor, weapon upgrade. Kinetic stabilizer, put on. Sniper rifle, we will not need here. Pistol. High caliber barrel. Armor. Okay. That's the one we want. Grenade, high explosive. Armor. So, 2 high caliber barrel. It's annoying I can't save now. Oh, we got somebody here. Hello, how are you doing? Good to see you. I'll respond to you very, very shortly. So we have Lysile here. Hello Lysile, how are you doing? Asking, are you playing this on a PC? That was funny. It's like he had cramps or something. Yeah, that's right. Well, I had a bit of a trouble in here because, as you know, if you're playing it on Xbox, I'm playing it on Xbox Game Pass this is, what you get is, you get some glitches, and that was present on 360 game as well. So if you want to change weapons, they don't always register, and also the mobility of a character is not particularly great, and sometimes your controller doesn't really kind of respond to your commands. So that there are the same glitches that you would have had on 360 game. I thought this would have been resolved, but still very much present. On PC, the game works much better. These glitches are not present. But I'm not doing it on PC, I'm doing it on console, so that's basically what it is. I apologize for my delayed response, but it is all to do with the fact I can't see chat on my screen, thanks to the Xbox app. So I really do apologize, and hope you're still there with us. And it's causing me problems with interactivity, I have to say. I complained, but for whatever reason doesn't want to produce chat on my display. And I've got secondary display, but when I'm playing a game I can't really see it with ease, you know, it's not literally at the front of me. It's just next to it, but I would need to have some sort of bell, some noise set up to know that the messages are coming in, and It's completely different to my setup I have on PlayStation. It's just everything works perfectly there. So I apologize for my delayed response, but thank you for coming and saying hello and, you know, asking about the way I was doing it.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Okay, so we better... Come on, run! Again, the controls didn't work. So annoying. Because we're used to obviously controls working in this game. Sometimes in combat they don't work at all.
I still cannot believe all this.
He didn't do
Why
anything
would the Geth
that
come
I
after
asked him
me?
to do. He just
Do you
sitting
think
there.
Venezia's involved?
Didn't throw a grenade,
Saren's
didn't use
looking for
melee.
the conduit. Think fast, Miss Prothean expert.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
We need an escape
Joker,
plan.
get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away.
On the
ETA
double,
8 minutes.
mister.
He needs to move faster.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Shields disabled.
This is just not responding to my commands. So what's happened? Why is it getting XPs? I don't know what's going on in there.
I still cannot believe all this.
Ridiculous.
Why would the guests
Just as I
mess
said
with me?
earlier, the
Do you think Benezia's
commands on well, my
Saren's
commands on
looking for the
controller, the
conduit.
Xbox controller,
Think
is
fast,
not
Miss Prothean expert.
the conduit?
corresponding
but I don't
appropriately,
know.
and my character's not doing what he should. So therefore, I'm getting killed there.
What the hell
But
was
I've got
that?
an idea on what I can do there with my sniper
These
and with
ruins
my
are not
grenades.
stable. That
Krogan's
mining
so
laser must
strong.
have triggered a seismic. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
Really annoying when you get that, but you know, on older games it does happen. The game hasn't been remastered or adapted for Xbox One. We're getting the same glitches like the ones we had on 360. No difference with server. The game looks exactly the same, really.
Surrender.
I need to
That would be more
break
fun.
his shield with my sniper and then use my automatic.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
That's the plan.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
The atmosphere is perfect for our life and death struggle. Kill them. Spare them.
I can't make it. Lost shields.
What's going on there?
I've lost shields.
Why isn't there sight? It just gets glued to the wall and I can't do a thing. He's not moving at all when I'm moving. Like, you know.
I still cannot
Remember
believe
that
all this.
happening
Saren's
as well.
We have to hurry. The whole
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
And what's annoying, it happens
He
really
needs
most
to
of the
move
times
faster.
in those activities where you need to be reacting fast. You ask the character to go on his knee or run, and then he can't be running, or he's not going on his knee. It's like he freezes. Need to find out how to neutralize that Krogan, because the Krogan is causing me all the problems.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place...
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not enough. Kill them. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Shields down.
lost shields!
This was close though, he was needed on. So that's what we'll need to do next time, I think.
I still cannot believe all this.
Saren's looking...
The conduit.
What the hell was that?
We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double,
Aye, aye,
mister.
Commander. Secure.
He needs to move faster.
Few more issues in there, but I think I'm quite clear what we need to do. Maybe I need to position my chums elsewhere. Let me see. Come on. It's the only barrier that I could spot there previously.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is...
Auxiliary. Thanks for getting rid of those.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Kill them.
Shields disabled. Shields disabled.
I've lost shields!
It zooms in on me. The sniper did well though, and I think I'll try to use some special abilities there. That's probably what I need to do.
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. Think fast, Miss Prothean expert.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double,
Aye, aye,
mister.
Commander.
He needs to move fast.
Krogan is the main problem here. The other ones are easily resolved, but Krogan is like a boss.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not a... Kill them.
Come on, why is he not on his knee?
Powering up.
Got him.
I've lost shield!
I didn't get him, he lived. I thought he was dead. Why did he live?
I still cannot believe
Saren's...
We'll do the same thing again. Hopefully it's going to be successful.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place...
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting me.
whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us.
Kill.
To use the assassination. To use it on target. Shield is not breaking. Shield is going up all the time, it's ridiculous. Ha ha. The weapon's not strong enough for him by the looks of it. And
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the
Saren's...
I think I know what to need to do. It's the pistol we need to use. Sniper is ineffective because the shield is making it almost immune. And that's what it is.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling.
Excellent. Thanks for getting rid of it.
Whatever it is.
She'll...
Something's in the way. Not without an airlift.
what I said, but I think my mic was switched off. Was the grenades helped? I used 6 grenades on him, and then loads of high munition, high velocity ammunition, high caliber
Too
rounds
close,
on
Commander.
my pistol.
10 more seconds, we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
A beacon? Yes, that makes sense. But the beacons were not programmed to interact with human physiology. I am surprised you were able to make any sense of it at all.
It's just a bunch of random images, even after I got the cipher.
The cipher?
Some Asari mumbo-jumbo, supposed to help the commander think like a Prothean. I don't know if it worked, though.
The cipher altered my perception of the visions, but it's subtle. I still can't make sense of what I'm seeing.
And this was something another Asari did to you? Commander, with your permission, I would like to try something. You were touched by the beacon. The visions are locked away inside your mind. One of my people gave you a deeper understanding of the visions, but you still cannot put all the pieces of the puzzle together. I might be able to help you.
What do you have in mind?
Like the Asari who gave you the cipher, I can join my consciousness to yours. Maybe my knowledge of the Protheans will help clarify your vision.
It's worth a shot.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Come on, get to the point. What'd you see?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the commander's mind is incomplete.
You sure you didn't come across any kind of clue or hint? Something we might have missed?
Everything I saw you already know. You were right about the Reapers. The Protheans were destroyed by a race of sentient machines. I think it is obvious there is a connection between the Reapers, the Prothean extinction, and the Conduit, but I did not see anything that would help us find it.
What's our next move?
Saren knew you were touched by the beacon on Eden Prime. He probably came after me because he feared I could help you understand it. I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, find the missing portion, and I am confident I can put all the pieces together.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate? Or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Prothean's true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
There we have it. We completed that second chapter in full. So what we need to do is we need to look at the journal. So find Lara Tassoni, that's been completed. That's complete. Pharaoh's colony saved, complete. Citadel Rex complete. Citadel Garrus complete. Citadel Exposed Saren complete. Prologue Find the Beacon complete. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 chapters completed. And that's great. So the next one will be Noveria, Get Interest, but we have some assignments, right? So let's have a look at the assignments. Meet with Nasana, Strange Transmission. I think Scan the Keepers in the Fan, we'll give this a miss. I think before we carry on with those main missions, we can basically clean up everything which is here, left us secondary quests. So that is going to be starting with UNC Missing Survey Team. Travel to Antius System in Hades Gamma Cluster to look for the missing team. So we'll look at that. Strange Transmission, Central System to investigate Biotic Commune, Tsar Diplomacy. That's important because maybe she... oh no, that's on Citadel. So we have 2 missions in there, and then we can go to Novaria, I think it is, and then after that we'll go back to Citadel. So we got everything mapped out, so that will be the plan. Okay, so let's see, UNC Missing Survey Team, we need to go to Hades Cluster and Antius System. So it's Antius System in Hades Cluster. Okay. Anti-system in Hades Cluster. I need to remember that. Anti-system in Hades Cluster. The rest we'll do later. No need.
Yes, Commander?
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with...
oh no, we've heard it before.
Yes, sir.
Okay. there's nothing new here with Presley. Go to the map. Back again to journal. So that is Antaeus system in the Hades cluster.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
Is it the Ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
Patch it through the comms room, so we better go there then. Comms terminal.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Alright, so we got something else. And journal. That will be Race Against Time, as you could see, Vermeer. So in Noveria we need to really wrap up rather quickly, and these are the main missions. So one is linked to Saren, the other one is again about Saren, so really all together connected to my main quest. Well, to our main quest, I mean. Noveria get interest. It's always a very good idea to be wrapping up side missions quickly, and then, you know, we focus on the main assignment, the main missions, or the main campaigns as they're called in some other games. And that is giving us a continuity on the story, because the story is massive, as you could see. Many chapters and subplots and everything. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go to Antaeus, what's it called? Antaeus system in Hades cluster. Okay, Antaeus system in Hades cluster. We need to go to the map. Antaeus system in Hades cluster. It's Antaeus system in Hades cluster. Okay. anti-system in Hades cluster. Takes a while to get used to the map. Remember that being
Commander,
an issue
urgent
initially.
message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
So what has happened now? I've gone out again. You just quickly see whether we've been given a new task. Yeah, got loads of tasks. Anti-system in the Hades Gamma cluster. Okay, anti-system in the Hades Gamma cluster. Matrix writings recovered. You recovered a strange orbiting ploiber. Chief Engineer Adams and Tully tried unsuccessfully to determine its origins. They did find one of Matriarch Dilanaga's writings stored within. Okay, so I pick this up. Rare element surveys. Scans from orbit have detected a large deposit of uranium. That's very good for producing some weapons there. Agico, it's not. So it's just one where we can land, I think. Trebin. The question is that the one? Must be that one then. Because the other ones don't have any. Oh, there's this one as well. Okay. Trebin. Agiko. No, we can't. We'll go to this one. Okay, so it must be down there then. Seems to be the only one where we could actually land. Trebin is a modest terrestrial world with an atmosphere composed of nitrogen and argon. The surface is mainly composed of nickel with deposits of silver. The environment is relatively mild, but scarcity of water or similar enabling substances has prevented the development of any biosphere. Exogenic Core recently performed the test impact of a single water ice comet into the surface, the first step of a long-term plan to thicken the atmosphere, introduce water to the environment to become livable. The survey team is on the surface monitoring the geological and meteorological effects of the test impact. Most of the water released is still on the form of atmospheric vapor. Thick cloud banks are formed. There is every indication that this arid world will soon see its first rain. The survey team's progress has been hampered by frequent mechanical or computer failures in the GPS satellites. Land. So that's the next task. So for this one, we'll have, let me see, Lara, Sony, Kaden and Lanko. Now we'll have Ashley. And we have Talia Zaraya. Except it's going to be the same squad that we used on the last planet. Mako is there, exploring everything with our rover. Saving content, and here we are. So I need to take a short break, my friends. It's going to be about 5 minutes. And once I come back, we'll continue with our adventure. We still have about an hour, I think, left on the broadcast. So altogether, it is going to be roughly, what is it? About 4 hours of Mass Effect, I think, overall, in addition to the 2 from beforehand, makes it 6 hours a day. So that's really plenty of our adventure in this wonderful space opera. So bear with me. I'll have a short break now. Need to have some water, need to stretch a bit, and once I come back, we'll carry on with our adventure. So back in 5. There we are, my friends, I'm back. Hope you guys are enjoying our Mass Effect stream here on Twitch. Just to remind you, in view of what I said earlier at the beginning of my broadcast, I will be streaming a lot more on Twitch from today on, because I tested Mixer for about a month and I had some really very mixed experiences and not very keen on the platform, considering the series of technical issues that we experienced, and therefore lots of our games will be back here on Twitch. And I'll continue to build my community on Mixer, but very slowly and with just occasional streams now and then, because as they have difficulties in retrieving all of the information that comes through the platform, and I already had 2 situations where my broadcasts were lost and not accessible through playback, meaning they were not recorded, right? And for anyone who does professional broadcasting, this is a non-starter, because you want to use the information for your archive, and also you want your viewers and your community members to access it at any other time, but perhaps the times which are applicable to another part of the world, different time zone, etc. And therefore I am not very pleased with it, I have to admit. And also, I guess it can happen sometimes that the streams doesn't get recorded, but it's more to do with the response I had from the technical team, which was very, very poor. I mean, it felt like, you know, people from our Xbox community just providing some tips rather than looking at the technical issues that are concerning the platform, and I was very, very concerned about that. So, and even if you consider it, I reported the loss of my first Xbox Ambassadors broadcast more than 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, and they've done nothing about it. It's just a couple of messages saying there's nothing we can do, and that's about it. And that is not acceptable. For a professional platform that's used for streaming, that will not work in the long term, so I can tell you that my experience was just generally quite negative. Okay, and that's on the technical front. In terms of the interactivity, they have some really good tools, but the community there is very small, and I've not been able to generate much traffic or interest or anything from anyone. And if you are to look at the vast majority of games, they have like one streamer having everyone watching, and then everyone else having 1 or 2 people popping in. That's because the engines that they use do not generate traffic, they're not properly marketed, and the algorithms are not generating interest for the platform, and therefore not many people are watching it. So that's really very disappointing, I have to say, surprisingly negative. Okay, so we need to be looking for those chaps. The task is, it's the assignments, UNC missing survey team. So we need to be looking for that survey team. I'm not so sure whether we'll find them on these planets, but you know, looks like that was just about the only planet accessible in the cluster. So I wonder what this is. What's the red?
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
Okay. So the operational area is up here. Sign. Good job we have our friend Joker monitoring everything and helping us, otherwise we would end up in a very solitary place, right? Unfortunately, this planet, well, all areas look alike, so I'm not sure where we are to go and what we are to do. Okay, go back to my task, see whether something out there. Question is where? ahead. Looks like we're in there. Oh. So where there's plutonium deposit in there. Why? So what am I supposed to do in there? Don't understand it. But I'm not spending too much time on it either.
You lead, I'll follow.
So what's the mission? The mission is finding the scientists. Well, they'll find out missing survey teams. I wonder if this is a survey team, then maybe we'll get some information from there. So I better try getting some information from there. So where are they now? Suddenly can't see them anywhere.
Moving out.
There, plutonium deposit. Okay. Oh, I see, I got it now. I know what I need to do. I need to be quick in pressing these buttons. Rare element surveyed. You have successfully surveyed a small deposit of plutonium. We've got somebody watching. Let's see, who is this? Oh, Paperclip's here. Hello, Harris. Very good to see you. And Paperclip saying, I need to head out very soon, but wants to say hi. It's been a while since I've been able to catch a stream. Sorry I can't stay in chat, but I hope you're doing well and being safe. I'll try to catch you soon. Well, thanks very much, sir, for popping in. Very good to see you. Thank you. I'm running my second season of broadcast. Started earlier this month, combining Mixer and Twitch platforms together. But I just said that I'll be back on Twitch more or less full time, because I'm not quite happy with the way Mixer is at the moment. So very good to see you. Indeed, I hope you're also safe and well. Stay indoors at all times as much as you can, and stay healthy, really. In the UK, we are just in a complete sort of quarantine 24/7. My day number 24 today, I think it is. Day 24 in self-isolation and quarantine. So really it's been quite a few weeks, and we are prepared to have that for, if need be, for the next 6 months, because the way things are in the community, many deaths unfortunately, and many people having the virus, which is very, very worrying for everyone. People are very disciplined and, you know, respecting the rules and that, but still the illness is stronger than us at the moment, and that's the major problem. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm basically indoors 24/7. I just go out after midnight where my local area is completely deserted and have a stroll, and that's it. So I think Paperclip couldn't stay with us for long, but it was very, very good to see him. Paperclip is one of our Destiny veterans and a very good friend and a viewer of the channel literally from day one. Very, very good to see him here today. So, okay, we've been here, so now we need to just figure out how to do the scanning. So the team must be here if we are. Where? Well, yeah, it's a tricky mission because you have no pointers. You need to be exploring and looking for them. The experience mode on Ghost Recon Breakpoint, very similar to that. There is something up here though. So let's see what it is. Oh, look at that! Found a settlement of some sort. Scientists are probably there. Oh, Gath. Quickly resolved. That's pretty good. Let's see, Gath were there. What were they doing in there? Skill to life or to increase my squad abilities. Soul training. Charm, Intimidate, Spectre training, electronic skills. Yeah, she doesn't have any of those, unfortunately. Let's see, pistols we'll put 4, assault rifles we'll put 2. Paragon is rocking almost 50% already. Good, good. And skill too low. Can't salvage electronics then. Annoying. And what is this? This is the vehicle, but there is not a living soul in sight, which means get in the vehicle and carry on. So this is a bit like doing patrols, you know, in Destiny, because with some of the patrols, particularly in the original game, there were no pointers as to where you would find certain bosses, and that's somewhat similar. There is something out there. good. Just drive, explore, and then find out. So this is a bigger facility, so that's pretty good. Okay. So now we need to see whether there are any gas in there.
Looks like nobody's home.
Yeah, that's true.
According to these data logs, the survey team unearthed some kind of alien technology.
Could be answers at the excavation site.
According to these data logs, the survey team unearthed some kind of alien technology.
Could be answers at the excavation site.
It's really tricky with these decryptions, how you need to do it. Crypto explosive 4. It's very good. We'll immediately improve the equipment there. And we'll go to those grenades. Where are they? Grenades. Cryo explosive. So it does have small Bose-Einstein condensate, massive supercooled subatomic particles. So they can freeze the targets. Very good. We want to see that, absolutely. Put it on. And yeah, but we want to find a scientist, you know, we want to have people in there. Okay, so we can't go in there. This is like some sort of storage facility, and sadly we find nothing of interest, which means back to our Mako. No, not leisurely, we want him to be running. See this? He needs to be running. I'm pressing A and he's not running. Okay, we've seen. Oh no, there's another one. Okay, we've been to this one, I think. This one, and then this one. Medical kit, very useful. Yeah, the last one we've seen now. That computer is in there, isn't it? Yep, that's right. So what we'll do is we'll get back in the vehicle.
Charged and locked.
And look at this. To that place out there, see whether there is anyone at home. It looks like we'll be able to go in. Wisely, I'm saving everything to make sure no information is lost. Okay, we'll see it again. course.
Enemy sighted.
Actually, could do with that sniper now. So that's. Come on, go back. Don't engage. I can equip my sniper. Too many of them, and I call back off. Okay, we'll have another run, and I need to have another weapon because this weapon didn't perform. Okay, that's fine. So let's see what the squad has. Now I need to see equipment. Triggers bombs. I need to remember to save there once we get in. I think the scientists are likely to be there. And we'll save as we progress. We'll save here because I think the enemy is literally out there. Trapping collapsed the bridge.
I smell trouble.
That was successful. Pretty good. Amazed with myself. Save, of course. You always have to remember to save, otherwise you need to replay the whole thing. Or if you want to be doing it like, you know, on kind of survival mode, fair enough. But I have no capacity to do that at the moment, I'm afraid. A grenade would have done well there. I did throw in some grenades. Just a minute, lock the crate. Easy decryption. Okay, do it again. Not allowing it. Need to be very quick in pressing the buttons that are emerging on the matrix. What's this? Some monstrosity of some sort, isn't it? I've got to tell you, if they were to remaster Mass Effect and they made all 3 characters playable, that indeed would be amazing. They got me. The weapons are not really strong enough. We're not playing it on a very kind of high up difficulty level, so they shouldn't be as difficult as they appear to be.
I'm on it.
I don't think it's saved properly because I don't get it. Probably problems with that save again. Save properly, I apologize. There will be a gate or a door somewhere there. 2 doors, one's red. Oh, this one's red as well.
Hostile contact.
That accounts for all of the exogenous survey team They were converted to cybergenetic husks by devices similar to those used by the Geth on Eden Prime. How they came to be buried on the frontier but so far from Geth territory is a mystery. So that means we completed our mission. Well, that's dreadful, really, that all of them are lost. Not something I wanted to see here. There, UNC missing survey team done. Okay. So we need to go to this one. Find the commune. Sentry system in the Hawking Eta. Sentry system in the Hawking Eta cluster. Okay. So quite frankly, the only way out is by walking back, really. No? See. Exit mine. We need to go back to Normandy. This is dreadful. All of those researchers were converted into those monsters. That's appalling. Need to go back to Normandy, and then we need to choose this other cluster. You can see this is a predecessor of Destiny, really, with travels and with everything. Because in Destiny we also had to go back to orbit and then travel. In the sequel it's been streamlined, so there's no need to do that. Let me just see very quickly if there's anything in the communication room there. Nothing, so we can just carry on with our missions. We have plenty. We have plenty to do in here, so... Right, this is the galaxy map. We'll take a nice screenshot of this, and we'll have to remind ourselves of our next destination, which is going to be what? Strange transmission. Right. Sentry system in Hawking Eta cluster. So it's sentry system in Eta Hawking cluster. Sentry system in Eta Hawking cluster. Okay. Eta Hawking cluster. Sentry system in Eta Hawking cluster. Sentry system in Eta Hawking cluster. There we are. Found it. Sentry system in Eta Hawking cluster. This is good. Remember struggling whilst I played the game for the first time.
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise. The Alliance needs you again.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hawking Eta cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
What kind of proof do you have that the Major is dangerous?
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
I might be able to end this without violence.
That may not be possible, Commander. We don't want a bloodbath, but Kyle is dangerous. I'll trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
tag him.
I'm better now. All clear.
Alright, we'll have a bit more action. We call it tonight then. Because it does appear that this is the planet, this moon, that we need to be approaching without Major Kyle. It's strange, isn't it? But I don't fancy really fighting that monster right now. So I'll go on a long ride, looking for any other oil things. Well, that's not really very good, is it? Well, well. What do you know? It's rough terrain. But looks like I'm getting somewhere. Macro is really so incredible, useful everywhere. Oh, that's a good picture. Hang on, don't wanna fall. Well, there is going to be something done here.
Heading to position.
The vehicle's sliding. Needs to be very fast in there. Okay, 7 mineral. Surveyed. Relevant survey. You have successfully surveyed a large deposit of uranium. Very good. And what on earth is this? It looks like there may be some other. Some other bits here, I need to look for them. Or not. Or maybe I parked my vehicle. Well, to tell you the truth, this is tricky. Because the terrain is very, very difficult, and to get here you will have to be practicing quite a bit. Oh, just like any kind of moon, right? Not friendly. Don't wanna fall. an eye on radar. Coming to the end of my zone of operation, by the looks of it. Oh, this is annoying. Where could this Major Kyle be? There's no living soul in sight in here. It's weird.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
Tricky, but manageable. I don't want to go back there. Hostile elements ahead of us. So what could this be? I wonder.
Enemy contact.
Quickly save before they kill us. But that Major must be done that then. What else? No.
Redeploying.
No, it doesn't look like we can do anything here. But beast might be there. Same. Oh yeah, that's right. Can't believe that I got him. I didn't get anything out of it. I just got the beast and that's it. So I don't really know where this major could be, quite frankly. Go to the Century system in the Hawking Eta cluster and investigate Major Kyle and his biotic followers. Find the commune. Well, the conclusion is we can't find anything in here. Syrup. Is there a map in there at all? I can't. Oh, biotic compound. I don't believe it. The biotic compound is there. We can see it. What? Why is it that I wasn't looking at the map early on? Normally we couldn't really analyze. Okay, so we know where he is. Be able to finish it and then call it a night. That's really very good. Makes it a very nice ending of a lengthy Mass Effect, enjoyable, immersive stream of ours. So very good. I was there before, but maybe I've just gone the other way. I don't know. Maybe there's a hatch or something that I missed. Who knows? Okay, look at the map again now. Okay, so we are definitely following the right route. And what do you know? They will be here in the middle of nowhere. Unfortunately, some of those characters do exactly that. Find some of the most remote spots on the planet and then use them to their advantage. Save, my friends, save, save. Make sure that we don't lose the progress. Okay. So the biotic compound is here. See? Where's the guard kind of guarding it? On the outside. There is a door. Save, of course.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle, and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
No can do.
In the way.
Didn't allow me to come in first. At first, I mean. What's this? Locked crate, use decryption. I'm getting better with this. So that's good. Save. Exit the building. We want to.
Father Kyle says we biotics have to stick together.
We biotics need to stick together. Okay. Look at that. Malfunctioning objects. Open. Incendiary rounds. Awesome, we got plenty of everything. But it doesn't look like we'd be able to compromise much, right?
Those other men from the Alliance tried to kill Father Kyle.
Medigel. Medigel. So where is it then? Hang on, map. Control room. They said he was somewhere on here. No, he will not be there. Probably just missed the door somewhere. Okay, I've seen this is one room, and there must be another somewhere. So where could it be? Don't get it. Where is he? Map. Oh, I see. There must be a... Yeah, okay. So we go in, and then we need to turn left. Okay. Oh, there, yeah. That's right. But we were here. We were here, right? So we see he's not there. Alright. No, he's not here. Mercenary base.
Father Kyle says we biotics have to stick together.
That is correct.
Don't try anything. We're watching you.
If you try to take Father Kyle away from us, you'll end up like those other Alliance soldiers.
Hang on. So where is he? Hang on. Make your way through the compound to find Major Carl. No, it won't be that really, because we're outside now. No, 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 no. Could he be there? He could, maybe. So there is something. Oh yeah. You see, I could spend all my time looking for him in that other building and... Some facility he has here, in the middle of nowhere. Looks a bit like something out of Elysium. He watched a film with Matt Damon, a very good one. Power Junction. Definitely got lots of power in here. Storage locker. It's a bit slow. I don't think there's anything else for us to look at there. go from here? There's 2 ways. Incendiary rounds. Where is he? I thought this was gonna be like really easy and quick and...
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
You can still get out of this alive, Major. Surrender and nobody will get hurt.
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No. This was my fault. My children are innocent. Pure. Please. I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait. If my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I'm going to trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Joker can have the 5th Fleet pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Commander.
Return to Normandy. Okay. So return to Normandy. Fine. You should return to the Normandy and notify the Alliance of Kyle's surrender. They'll want to dispatch a ship to take him into custody. That should be the end of it all for today. Okay. Let's see whether we are going to be brought back to Normandy. Ah, we will be. Looks like I need to go back to our vehicle, which is out there. Or maybe there is another way, hang on. So going back to Normandy is always option from there by pressing X button to remember that. Okay, no problem. We've come back. We are going to continue with these missions tomorrow when we resume here on Twitch, also with Mass Effect. It's been a very, very enjoyable evening. I really love the game. It's been wonderful to be revisiting it after quite a few years and doing it in a way which is very, very thorough, completing every single mission. I've done some missions that I had never completed before, and the idea is to provide you here on Twitch and Mixer also with a good walkthrough. So if you're doing the game yourself, you'll be able to walk through every single bit and then discover the sections that perhaps you also want to explore, like myself. It is a precursor to many open world games that we had given at a later date. I mean, I remember Oblivion and Elder Scrolls came out as a different kind of universe compared to this one, and you know, it does have the origins of what we have today in these massive big games like Far Cry 5 or The Division 2, Ghost Recon, where you literally can walk anywhere and find all kinds of items, pick them up, and then modify them and customize everything. This is at the very beginning, but the project was incredibly ambitious, and I think it really delivered, particularly on this story front. There were glitches, technically, as you could see, with some commands and controls which you do on your control, and it's understandable considering the age of the game, and that was the major bulk of criticism as well when the game came out. I've got to say that they really made it less choppy. If you played it on 360, you would have a choppy video gameplay. Well, whilst this was not the case here, it was very, very smooth and very steady. But the glitches with weaponry and with saves had remained, and that's something that everyone needs to keep in mind if you're entering the world of Mass Effect. But you know, I had a lot of fun tonight. I hope you did as well. And on that note, I will wish you all a very, very good night and look forward to seeing you tomorrow.